What if the key to turning your greatest difficulties into your most valuable assets was perfected millennia ago? Picture yourself navigating life's turbulent waters with such profound calm that nothing could disturb your inner world. This isn't fantasy, it's the practical philosophy that thrived in the vibrant centers of ancient civilization. This timeless approach shows us that while we can't command every life circumstance, we possess absolute authority over our chosen responses. In our current reality, where unpredictability often feels like the only constant, these teachings might provide the stability we all seek. This philosophy emphasizes lived action over abstract thinking. It's about creating an existence rich with meaning, fortitude, and contentment, regardless of life's circumstances. It doesn't involve ignoring your feelings, but rather comprehending and guiding them toward a more satisfying life. Whether you're managing pressure, confronting difficulties, or simply seeking more daily delight, continue watching as we explore this enduring philosophy's deep insights. We'll discover how it can revolutionize not merely our thinking patterns, but our actual way of being. If you're ready to begin this transformative path, remember to subscribe, share, and press that like button. Stay with me through the entire video without skipping, because each segment brings you closer to uncovering the philosophical wisdom that can reshape your existence. First principle: directing attention toward manageable elements. Have you ever been trapped in gridlock, simmering over the holdup, or browsing your device only to become disturbed by someone's critical remark? This occurs to everyone. Our daily existence seems filled with these minor examinations, testing our emotional state and mental tranquility constantly. However, here's a transformative viewpoint from this philosophical tradition that can completely reverse that irritation. This remarkable school of thought, originating in classical civilizations, provides us with this potent instrument, concentrating on elements within our command. The distinguished philosopher Epictetus noted that events themselves don't define us, our interpretations do. Consider that briefly. Traffic conditions, unpleasant weather, and unfavorable comments, these all exist beyond our jurisdiction. We cannot alter them regardless of our desires. What we can transform, nevertheless, is how we address them. This concept isn't merely antique knowledge, contemporary psychological science supports it too. The influential thinker Carl Jung famously declared that our identity forms through our decisions, not our circumstances. This harmonizes perfectly with the philosophical exercise it involves, acknowledging that our genuine power resides in our interpretations, considerations, and behaviors. Let's examine this more closely. Imagine you're in that traffic congestion, running late for a significant appointment. You could spend that duration seething internally, blaring your horn and panicking, which honestly won't accelerate the vehicles ahead. Alternatively, you could breathe deeply, acknowledge the situation, and perhaps utilize the time for an educational audio program, a book recording, or simply some music. The traffic situation remains unchanged, but your approach to it has shifted, and with that adjustment, your tension decreases and your perspective improves. This philosophical rule of focusing on manageable elements reaches far beyond transportation or climate conditions. It relates to our personal objectives, our reactions to other people, and our method of handling life's hurdles. As the respected thinker Marcus Aurelius reminds us, our true command lies over our mental landscape, not external happenings. Understand this, and you'll discover resilience. So, next occasion you find yourself becoming agitated over something unmanageable, recall these insightful words from our philosophical guides. Inquire internally, is this within my jurisdiction? If not, release it. Concentrate on your response, your perspective, and your conduct. This straightforward modification can deeply affect your stress levels and general well-being. It's not always simple, but it's worth daily practice. Remember, it concerns advancement, not flawlessness. As we train ourselves to focus more on manageable elements, we'll find ourselves not merely enduring life's tests, but flourishing despite them. Second principle, welcoming difficulties as pathways. This philosophical tradition instructs us in the skill of welcoming hurdles as possibilities. It appears contradictory, correct? Most people instinctively perceive obstacles as exactly that, barriers to our achievement and satisfaction. But influential thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus completely reverse this narrative. They advise us that when life presents unexpected challenges, instead of questioning, "Why me?" we should ask, "What can this reveal?" This changes everything. Marcus Aurelius, the imperial leader and philosophical practitioner, wrote in his private journals that barriers actually propel action forward. What blocks the path becomes the path itself. His meaning here is that every difficulty, regardless of how intimidating, not only examines our endurance, but also imparts valuable wisdom. It's about discovering the positive aspect in demanding circumstances and utilizing it to drive our development. This outlook isn't merely antique philosophy, it's verified by contemporary intellectuals too. The renowned psychologist Carl Jung observed that what we oppose endures. By battling against obstacles, we grant them more influence over us, but by accepting and learning from them, we can transcend them. This philosophical perspective involves converting tests into building blocks toward becoming more resilient and insightful. Let's make this practical. Suppose you're encountering repeated professional rejections. It's simple to descend into self-doubt and disappointment. But what if you considered each rejection as constructive information? Perhaps there's an ability you need to enhance or a different method for your career search. That perspective change can convert a sequence of rejections into a route for occupational growth. Another illustration involves interpersonal disputes. They're unpleasant and tense, but they also provide chances to exercise tolerance, understanding, and conversational abilities. Every difference of opinion represents an opportunity to comprehend diverse perspectives and to improve our conflict management capabilities. The core of welcoming difficulties as possibilities rests in asking ourselves, what can this circumstance teach me? Instead of being inactive casualties of the situation, we become engaged students and solution finders. This doesn't imply that confronting obstacles becomes simple, but it does mean we approach them with an outlook oriented toward development and education. Epictetus once stated that events themselves don't define us, our interpretations do. This represents the essence of this philosophy. It involves looking past the immediate discomfort or frustration of a difficulty and discovering the lessons and possibilities it presents. So, when you encounter a test, large or small, attempt to pause and re-examine it. Ask yourself what you can learn from the circumstance and how it can make you more resilient and insightful. Remember, obstacles aren't merely barriers to conquer, they're chances to develop. By embracing this philosophical outlook, we can steer life's fluctuations with more elegance, resilience, and intelligence. Third principle, existing completely in the current instant. We hear about this constantly, live in the now. But what does that genuinely signify, and why does it matter so deeply? Existing in the current instant involves thoroughly embracing and experiencing your present location at this exact second, not permitting your thoughts to drift toward tomorrow's anxieties or yesterday's regrets. It involves understanding that life, with all its splendor, tests, and surprises, occurs in the present. This notion isn't novel, it's been a fundamental element of philosophical practice, echoed by great intellects like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, and it's been reaffirmed by modern psychologists and thinkers. Let's begin with the classical philosophers. Marcus Aurelius once advised against lingering in the past or fantasizing about the future, but to focus the consciousness on the current moment. He comprehended that the power of existing in the present rests in its capacity to center us, to clear our thoughts of distractions, and to enable us to value life's richness as it reveals itself. But why is maintaining presence so challenging? Our minds frequently overflow with thoughts, concerns about what's approaching, or replaying previous events. This continuous mental static pulls us away from the beauty and potential of the here and now. As the famous psychologist Carl Jung expressed, the smallest things with significance outweigh the largest things without it. Existing in the current instant gives meaning to the minor daily encounters, enhancing our lives immeasurably. Aristotle discussed the significance of being conscious of the present to reach eudaimonia, a condition of being content, healthy, and successful. He maintained that by concentrating on the here and now, we could lead a principled life, maximizing our human journey. So how can we practice existing in the present? It begins with awareness, the skill of focusing on the current instant without evaluation. When you eat, relish each mouthful. When you walk, notice the sensation of the ground beneath your feet. Listen attentively when someone speaks to you, rather than preparing your response. These straightforward acts of awareness return us to the present, making our lives more meaningful and significant. Seneca provided this insight. Genuine happiness involves enjoying the present without nervous reliance on the future. He understood that anxiety about what's coming, or what has been, only reduces our current contentment. Existing in the present doesn't mean disregarding the future or forgetting the past. It's about discovering equilibrium, where we learn from our history and prepare for our tomorrow without letting those activities consume our now. It's in this balance that we discover peace and satisfaction. Remember, every moment represents a chance to reset and refocus on the present. It's in the current instant that we truly exist, love, and create memories. So let's make a deliberate effort to be more present in our lives. Let's treasure the now, for this exact moment is where life genuinely happens. Fourth principle, developing personal self-control. I realize the term self-control might evoke visions of inflexible routines and an existence empty of enjoyment, but let's reshape that image collectively. Self-control isn't about limiting your life. It's about enabling yourself to make decisions that match your deepest principles and long-term goals. It's selecting what's proper for you, not what's convenient in the moment. At its foundation, developing self-control involves mastery over ourselves. It's about affirming yes to things that benefit us and no to things that don't, even when it's difficult. Consider it whether it's maintaining an exercise regimen, conserving money rather than spontaneous spending, or switching off entertainment to concentrate on a task. These choices might not provide immediate reward, but they prepare the way for lasting satisfaction and achievement. This philosophical tradition has much to express about self-control. Marcus Aurelius, the imperial leader and philosophical practitioner, once wrote that our genuine command lies over our mental landscape, not external happenings. Understand this, and you'll discover resilience. This potent declaration emphasizes the essence of self-control. It's about managing our urges, feelings, and behaviors despite the external temptations and distractions life presents. Seneca provides wisdom on this subject too. He recommends we remain resolute and command our wishes rather than being commanded by them. He understood that genuine liberty comes from within, from our capacity to govern ourselves and our appetites. But why is self-control so crucial? Aristotle, the classical Greek philosopher, illuminates this. He maintained that we reach excellence and virtue through practice. By exercising self-control, we develop habits that direct us toward our finest selves. It's not about periodic acts of determination, but about consistently making choices that reflect our values and objectives. Developing self-control also connects with contemporary psychological comprehension. Carl Jung, a pioneer in psychology, emphasized the significance of incorporating all aspects of our personality to live completely. This integration demands self-control, as we must navigate the desires of different parts of our psyche, selecting paths that contribute to our overall welfare and development. So, how can we develop self-control in our daily existence? Begin modestly. Choose one area you wish to enhance, whether it's your nutritional habits, exercise routine, or spending patterns. Establish clear, attainable goals and proceed gradually. Remember, every time you make a choice that aligns with your objectives, you're strengthening the muscle of self-control. Epictetus reminds us that nothing significant develops instantly. Self-control builds through minor, steady actions. It concerns advancement, not perfection. Each day presents fresh opportunities to practice self-control, to select actions that move us closer to who we wish to become. Developing self-control represents a journey. It's about discovering an equilibrium between what we desire now and what we want ultimately. It's about making choices that might be challenging in the moment, but will bring us closer to our objectives, happiness, and peace in the long term. So let's commit to this journey collectively, supporting each other in selecting what's proper, not what's simple. Remember, in the domain of self-control lies the path to reaching our aspirations and living an existence we genuinely appreciate. Fifth principle: cultivating emotional fortitude. When life delivers its unexpected challenges, we all encounter a whirlwind of feelings. Experiencing anger, sorrow, or frustration represents a natural aspect of being human. But here's the crucial point: it's not merely about the emotions we experience, but how we manage them that matters. That's where the remarkable quality of emotional fortitude becomes important. Emotional fortitude resembles this exceptional capability that enables us to navigate through life's tempests with dignity and emerge stronger on the other side. It's about acknowledging our feelings, comprehending them, and then taking constructive steps to progress, rather than being carried away by the tide of our emotions. The classical philosophers had much to express about this. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, reminds us that our genuine command lies over our mental landscape, not external happenings. Understand this, and you'll discover resilience. This deep understanding touches the essence of emotional fortitude. It's about recognizing that while we might not have control over what occurs to us, we have control over how we address it. Our feelings don't have to command our actions. Seneca provides wisdom on confronting difficulty without losing our composure. He teaches that life's hardships are tests of our character and resilience. By facing our emotions with comprehension and patience, we can develop wiser and more robust. But how do we cultivate this emotional fortitude? It begins with self-understanding. Being conscious of our feelings and reactions helps us comprehend ourselves better. It's acceptable to experience what we're feeling, but instead of responding impulsively, we can choose to address it in a way that matches our values and long-term welfare. Aristotle discussed the golden turbulence, mean discovering the equilibrium between excess and deficiency. This idea applies wonderfully to emotional fortitude. It's about discovering a balanced response to our feelings, not suppressing them or allowing them to overwhelm us. Carl Jung, a pioneer in psychology, emphasized the significance of incorporating all aspects of our psyche to achieve completeness. Part of this process involves confronting our feelings, comprehending them, and learning from them. This lies at the core of cultivating emotional fortitude. So what can you do when you're in the grip of powerful feelings? First, grant yourself permission to experience. Acknowledge your feelings without evaluation. Then step back and attempt to comprehend what activated these emotions. This reflection can offer valuable insights into your emotional patterns and triggers. Epictetus stated that events themselves don't define us, our interpretations do. This represents a potent reminder that our reactions to our feelings can shape our experiences. Instead of being reactive, we can choose to address in a way that is constructive and restorative. Cultivating emotional fortitude represents a journey. It involves practicing awareness, self-examination, and patience. It's about building a collection of coping methods like writing, conversing with a reliable companion, or practicing relaxation techniques. Most importantly, it's about treating yourself with generosity and compassion as you navigate through your feelings. Emotional fortitude isn't about never experiencing difficult feelings. It's about learning to navigate the waves of those feelings with grace and emerging on the other side, stronger and more self-aware. By cultivating emotional fortitude, we empower ourselves to confront life's tests with courage and composure. Let's welcome this journey collectively, supporting each other in becoming more emotionally resilient and ultimately living a more satisfying existence.